Hello, Grace Church family. Pastor Tim here, and I'm going to talk to you about circles. Over the last month or so, both in small group meetings and in our church services, I have talked about these things called circles, and I want to give you some comprehensive information in case you're still not clear, what is it that we're talking about? So let's start with that. What are circles? Normally, each semester, twice a year, we have fusion groups. Circles are the replacement for fusion groups in the winter-spring 2025 semester. They function like small groups or fusion groups in that we're gathering, but the content and the focus of the group is somewhat different. The whole point of circles, Grace Church circles, is to spend time together relationally, to get to know one another better, to allow our relationships to go deeper, and to pray together. That's it. We won't be doing a Bible study during this semester or any other kind of content like that. It's specifically about getting to know the people who are part of the Grace family, and in some cases who are outside of the Grace family better inside of your circle. So what is the goal with circles? Well, that's really what it is. It's not any more complicated than that. It's to deepen our relationships. Churches are really good. Most churches are really good at superficial relationships. And while I believe that Grace Church has a deeper than normal sense of community, it's a little bit richer here, there's a whole lot more depth that we can plumb. And that's what we're wanting to do by these circles. How do the circles work? They work just like fusion groups. Going to meet weekly starting the week of February 9th, with understandable needs to reschedule and postpone and sometimes cancel. We understand that, but for the most part, they'll meet for the 13 weeks of the semester, an hour-ish. We're encouraging the circles not to be 2 hours long, but not to be 15 minutes either. So something like an hour and 15 minutes is what each of the circles will be. All right, so here's the big question. How do you join? How do you get to be a part of a circle? Well, unlike fusion groups, where there would normally be a sign up and you can go online or you can sign up at the Grace Hub, with circles, we're asking the leaders of the circles to invite the people at Grace to be a part of their circles. And they've already started to do that, not in huge numbers yet, but that is starting to take place even right now. Which leads me to what I want to tell you next. We understand that potentially could cause some hurt feelings if you have a desire to be in a circle, but for whatever reason you haven't been invited, or at least invited yet. If that's the case, and I want to do this sounds great, we have an email address for you. It's called findmycircle@grace417.com. If you send an email to that address, findmycircle@grace417.com, we will make sure that you are invited into one of the groups. Now, that's not because we don't care about you or you had to ask us. You may have been asked eventually you may have been asked anyway, but this is just a way of making sure that everybody that wants to be included gets to be included. That's how the circles are going to form. There's something really special about being invited into something as opposed to signing up for something like we traditionally do with our fusion groups. I already mentioned to you, how long is this going to last? About 13 weeks, starting on the 9th of February, which is a Sunday, and running into the month of May. The groups last about an hour each. Again, you know why we're doing it. You know how we're doing it. You know when we're doing it. Any more questions that you might have about circles, and I'm sure you have some, use that same email address and shoot us an email. We will be so happy to respond to you and make sure that you're fully understanding what's going on and why it's so important. One other thing, if you've never led a fusion group at Grace, but you're interested in leading a circle, let us know. Use the findmycircle@grace417.com email and let us know if you're interested. Just had one come in today where someone said, I want to lead a circle, and that person hadn't led a fusion group by themselves here at Grace ever. So there's a lot of space, there's a lot of flexibility, and we want as many groups as possible, and we really do want everybody that calls this place home to be in a circle for this semester. I just checked before I did this video, there are 16 on my list already. That's so exciting. Let's get 25, let's get 30 circles going. Another question, can you be in multiple circles? You sure can, if you want to. You can be in all of them. No, I'm just kidding. You can't be in all of them, but you can be in more than one. This is a very, very loose, in a relational sense, semester. We just want everybody spending time together, getting to know each other better, and most of all, praying for one another. So, have any more questions? get back to us. We look forward to answering them. Until then, God bless you, and we'll see you soon.